Have we been fed a lie? Does height even matter in basketball? Did the Rockets just break basketball? NBA Twitter has been debating all night. Did Daryl Morey just screw over the Rockets? Did he just ruin the Rockets, make them a lot worse by getting rid of their only good post player, Clint Capella, and trading him for Robert Covington? This led to James Harden, who stands only 6'5", to do the jump ball against JaVale McGee against the Lakers last night. My first reaction on the trade, probably much like yours, was how could you possibly want to get rid of your only big guy, your only rim protector, for another three-point shooter when you already have like 5? But after watching the game last night and rewatching Russell Westbrook's highlights this morning, as well as listening to a few different takes on the radio, I came to the conclusion that this might be the last Hail Mary for the Rockets to get a ring. And if it works, it could change basketball forever. So, picture this. We don't have to picture it, you can watch the highlights. But you have a slasher like Russell Westbrook, a true athletic guy who can pass really well, being the only person who's operating in the paint. Everyone else is trying to find spacing outside of the three-point line. Is this genius? I mean, it could possibly be genius. I mean, no one's ever really done this. We think it's just, they're just trying small ball. We've seen this before. This isn't really what we've seen before, though. We've seen multiple three-point shooters, maybe 2 to 3, and maybe like one center. That's small ball. Taking away the power forward is small ball. This is a different way of playing basketball altogether. And it worked last night. Specifically, I wanted to show you this video right here from, I have it in slow motion, from last night's game. This play really shows you just how much spacing it can create. See, you see, there's 4 people right next to the paint, if not their foot in the paint. One person's completely in the paint. And the only guy who's Contavious Caldwell-Pope, who's like 2 feet away from the paint, he still has to check Austin Rivers right here. So watch. Russell Westbrook's going to operate against Caruso. Everyone has to stay exactly where they are, because even if Anthony Davis, who should be the guy checking instead of Caruso, this is clearly stupid. This is a defensive breakdown right here. But like, this is going to cause problems, because there's always going to be 1 or 2 guys, especially shooters, who Russell Westbrook can completely abuse in the paint. So you see Anthony Davis react way too late, and then you see all the Lakers react way too late, but it's too late. Russell Westbrook can just get that 2-point, and everyone has to respect it, because everyone was at the 3-point line. Let me show that one more time. Everyone has to respect it, because if he passes to Robert Covington, that's a wide open 3-point shot. That's a really high likelihood that goes in. So if Anthony Davis doesn't, or somebody, Anthony Davis should have switched to Caruso, but if somebody doesn't respect Robert Covington, he's going to have a wide open 3-point shot. So this creates a whole different level of spacing, and Russell Westbrook can just go to work. And this man is a freak. He's beating the crap out of people down low. He really is truly magnificent as far as learning how to destroy people one-on-one. He's only 6'3", but he plays like he's 6'9". It's ridiculous. Another fascinating part about Russell Westbrook is if you leave him wide open for mid-range, he is much more likely to hit it than if you leave him wide open for 3-point shot. So you have one guy who can dominate the middle of the paint and the mid-range, and then you have 3 guys who can shoot 3-point shots. It's really not fair. Instead of working outside in, like the Steph Currys, the Trae Youngs, and every other modern analytic 3-point shooting team, the Rockets are going to shoot inside out, but add a shooter instead of take away the center. So take away the center, add a shooter, and making Westbrook not only the slasher, but it's more of like a new undefined role. He's a point guard, that's for sure, but it's definitely not a traditional point guard like you'd expect. He gets 4 shooters to work with that are all spacing out from each other. Even when you had Cousins and Durant at the 5, aka the death lineup, they would work outside in by shooting the ball off Steph Curry, making people respect him early. And Harden can do that. So you have dimensions to this Rockets team. This isn't just a one-dimensional thing where Westbrook is going to take over. You can have Harden be the primary ball handler. You can have Rivers be the primary ball handler. There's plenty of playmakers on this team that aren't Russell Westbrook, and you have more than enough shooters. So by getting rid of Clint Capella, you could have made Russell Westbrook 10% better for this Rockets team, which is hard to believe. Do you think that Russell Westbrook is benefiting from having 4 shooters? Do you think that they'll miss having a center? Do you think that this is revolutionary, or it's too small of a sample size so far and I'm being hyperbolic? I want to know your opinions on this, but at the same time, I think that this really could elevate the Rockets.
For Serge Ibaka.